Hello and welcome everyone, Tyrael here. In a recent video, I said that my biggest weakness is probably using freeze spells. And in that, it's mainly their timing, somewhat their placement. Their placement is also affected by the fact that I play almost entirely on my phone. Actually, recently I've only been able to play on my phone, mostly because of a problem, actually entirely because of a problem with my iPad. I just can no longer load up that Game Center account on my iPad. I can play my second account on my iPad, but not my main account. But I've been working on my freeze spells, and I've done a lot of raids. And I wanted to share with you how to use your freeze spell properly. I still do make some mistakes, but I am able to do it a lot better now, and I'd like to show some of you guys. The first attack I'm going to show you guys is against a fairly common base design. There's a lot of different variations of this base, but it's all just generally the same. Normally you actually don't want to attack from this side, but this guy has literally nothing defending this side. Maybe he has some Tesla or giant bombs in those open gaps, but he doesn't really have a lot there. I also failed to break open the top spot right there. They just got hit by a mortar or something. They just got taken out. I lost my wall breakers, so two of my golems went through the front. It's not the end of the world. I was able to clear most of that side. But I got witches going off all over the place, and I'm just hoping that I don't hit any really big spots with giant bombs right there, and I didn't really lose anything to that giant bomb. It just killed some witch skeletons. Now you can see that when they're that close or closer, you can freeze both Inferno towers. If you see a base like this, you can freeze both the Inferno towers, and I also caught a Tesla in it as well. And I'm going to freeze over there. I'm going to freeze 4 defenses at once. I get a Tesla, an Archer Tower, an Expo, and a multi-target Inferno. Most of my witches and wizards were either dead or not over there anymore, so I saw no point in freezing both Inferno towers again, so I might as well save my king a little bit. But he still died before the town hall went down, and his barbarians actually took out the town hall. And now I'm at 47% 1-star. Now that is a fairly strong side attack, even though he only had 3 cannons on that side, just because of the giant bombs and the space between the opening and the actual town hall. But I have enough wizards to pull off the 50% and I get the 2nd star. And then I just toss down my wall breakers to get rid of them. So right there, that's how you can tell if you can freeze both Inferno towers at once. And when all the defenses are lined up, you can freeze like 3 or 4 defenses all in a row. Now this guy right here, you can't freeze both his Inferno towers at once. They're just 1 square too far apart. If they were up against the town hall, you could do it, but you can't. So I'm actually going through the bottom of this southern teaser style base. It's going okay. Again, I got my golems down a little too fast. My golems and my king are almost all entirely on one side. There's only one golem on the right. But they eventually meet up and just make this big ball of tankiness. And I do drop that freeze spell there, and it freezes 2 Tesla, which are really high damage, and a multi-target Inferno. I can't get both Infernos, so I take the best I can now. I decide on that side, since I wanted to get 1 Expo and 1 Inferno Tower, I decided on the left one, because that's where my king was, and he's getting a little low on health. Thought I'd save him a little bit. My Archer Queen's going to do fine. She got a little bit distracted, but she's able to take out the Town Hall, and all that's left is to take out the last 5%. I got a lot left. There's nothing stopping me from getting that last 3% now. And those free spells, while I couldn't freeze both Inferno Towers, I was able to freeze 2 Tesla and an Inferno, and then an Inferno and an Expo. Now I'm just going to spend the rest of the time just trying to get that little extra percent to see how far I can get. I only have a couple wizards left, a couple wall breakers because I didn't need any wall breakers at all. A lot of these I find I don't need wall breakers because there's a lot of people with southern teaser style bases or those big giant open ones. So I may stop bringing as many wall breakers. I'm bringing 15 to 19 wall breakers right now. I may just bring 10 because so many bases are just wide open right now. But I am able to get 60% 2 stars on this base, and I was able to freeze either 2 primary defenses or a primary defense and 2 Tesla at the same time. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get a good raid to show you guys something I wanted to show you. I was hoping I could show you on this guy, but his clan castle was empty. What you do is you attack from the opposite side of either the clan castle or the heroes. You draw the heroes or the clan castle over top of the Inferno and the Expos, and you freeze them all at once. That is a tactic I used to use a lot in Clan Wars, but unfortunately I haven't seen that many bases I can use it against. Either the people don't have it set up so I can do that, or there's just nothing in the clan castle and the heroes are way off somewhere on the side, so I can't do it. But again, freeze 2 Inferno Towers, you don't get any of the expos, but I am able to freeze an expo and 2 Tesla right there, and save that little golem that's breaking apart and my Archer Queen. So it allows her to take out the expo and 1 of the Tesla right there. And I've already taken out the Town Hall, and my witches are able to take down the Inferno Towers. 1 witch dies right at the end there, but I just pick off that last Inferno Tower there, and it doesn't really get a chance to target my golems or my king. But if you can find a base design where you can actually draw the heroes or the clan castle over top of the expos and or Inferno Towers, definitely attack from that side and drop the free spell as they cross it. That's just more bang for your buck. I still have some videos up, I think, where I actually use that strategy. But maybe if I find them, I'll be able to put them in the description below, but I probably won't be able to find exactly which one it is because I have a lot of Clan Wars videos. So, no promises there, but I do have some videos where I do freeze heroes and clan castle on top of Infernos. And now for 20 seconds I forget that I was raiding and just let it sit there. But again, another 2-star 60%, and I was able to freeze the maximum amount of defenses that I could possibly freeze on those bases. So really, freeze isn't that hard. You just have to know how large it is generally. Like right on that base that you can see my base right there, you can freeze the top 2 expos if you put them directly in the center, but that's all you're going to get. Or if you put it directly at the bottom point of my Town Hall, you're going to get 2 Tesla and my expo. You're not going to get the 2 Tesla outside of that. But if they're like in line with the edge of the Town Hall, it's hard to say, hard to show. But that's pretty much the width of the Town Hall. If you place it at the bottom of the Town Hall, it'll go all the way to the sides of the Town Hall, and that's how far a free spell goes. And the entirety of it is to drop it right at the optimal time. The optimal time for a single target is right as it's about to crank up to the 3rd stage, the final stage. And the optimal time for multi-target is right before your little troops come in range. And other than that, it's all just placement. You just got to remember that's how big the freeze spell is. And it lasts for 8 seconds at the max level. And the freeze spell is actually sometimes the most powerful spell. I still like rage more, but freeze can actually be more powerful. So it's important to know how to use it. And I'm still working on it. So hopefully you guys will work on it if you need to work on it. Most of you are probably better with it than me. But anyways, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Tyrael, out.